And away we go. We're live. Uncle Hotep Factor. Sorry, Kabul, and Hiding Hides, Shaun King Apparel, and more. Sorry I wasn't here last week. I needed a mental health day. I decided to take a break. You know, that was the first time I took a break in a while. You know, we got big news today. So I know you know I couldn't miss today. You know I couldn't miss today. If you're listening on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit that share button. Definitely Trill, what up? YV, what up? I'm gonna get right into it, man. Karsten's been in here. I'm gonna see what Karsten Ferguson has to say. Oh shoot, let me get my mic over here. Sorry. Karsten.
Bro,
What up, man? What's going on?
man, what's not going on? Yeah, we're falling apart, man. The scene.
That's what it looks like, man.
Oh man, earthquakes, clubhouse.
Right.
Oh man, I'm telling you right now, man. Like, yo, clubhouse is jumping, man. They got them Afghanistan rooms.
Are they?
I jumped in a couple of libertarian joints, man. I was like, yo, people is not happy, man.
No.
And then, of course, there's a few of the separatist types. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, oh, well, America. And I'm like, dog, like, yo, if this thing goes, you think somebody gonna care about whatever your status is?
Right.
Nah, man. Like, you want everybody else, man.
Yeah. What in those Afghan rooms? Were those people from Afghanistan? What were they saying?
Like, I did hear one chick. I guess she was from over there, somewhere from over there. I didn't stay long enough in there,
right?
Because I popped in, man, and somebody tried to have an argument with her or whatever. Don't nothing about geopolitics, and I'm like, let me get out of here, man.
Okay.
But then I popped in one of the libertarian joints, man, and then I popped into a veteran joint today. I did a full shift today, man. Trying to get the info, man, and then even AWS, man, tripping.
Who's AWS?
You know, the Amazon Web Service.
Oh, okay.
They got new terms and agreement, man. They got something crazy. It's probably just some lawyers like having little jokey jokes.
Okay.
But if you look at I think it was 42.10 on their new terms of service.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's some little secrets up in there.
Okay. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Now, we was in Afghanistan 20 years. Now, I don't have a problem with pulling out of Afghanistan, but this does look Biden make him look bad and make him look weak. You know what I mean?
No, man. Like I'd have had cars, man. You know what I'm saying? With better value than what we got over there, man. Older, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man, like, yo, you know, just give me like, $500,000. You know what I'm saying? I get you something.
But we spent I think conservatively $3 trillion, right?
Crazy.
That's insane, man.
I need a refund, man.
I need a refund too.
Yeah, man, like for real. And then the final thing, man, like about an hour ago, I was in this one room with this one cat, really powerful speaker. I ain't gonna say his name because you know he be getting banned from the joint, man, by talking the truth.
Right.
But my man said he was telling this ADOS lady, man. He's like I got a plan to get everybody on board with reparations, and he talked her into tax exempt status. And he's like, yo, everybody do it. He's like, because she was like, well, what about land? He's like, okay, so you don't have a job and you don't know how to do anything. You can't even handle a tape measure. He's talking cash, my old lady, man.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so you gonna have to pay somebody to do all this stuff? Why would you want somebody to do that? And he said, now anybody else vicariously gets tax exempt status if they deal with you. He said, man, you'll have them jokers in Arkansas, man. You know what I'm saying? Never want to do anything with black people. They be getting the 23s to me.
Yeah. Hey, Carson, let me move on, man. Appreciate you coming through, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hotep and Bill. If you want to call in, my Skype number is on. What's that Skype number? Somebody asked in the YouTube. But welcome everybody on YouTube. Appreciate you. What up, D Digital? What up, Isaiah? Isaiah, you can call in the Skype or you can join the Spaces. Derek Meyer, what up? Appreciate the subscription. Karan, what up? Willie Engel, what up? I'm late. Come on, definitely Trill, what up? But if people want to call in, what's my number? Sorry. YouTube, appreciate. It's 484-302-4394, 484-302-4394. This is Liz Cheney. What we're actually seeing is the opposite of ending war. What we're seeing now is a policy that will ensure that we will have to fight, in fact, have to have our children and grandchildren continue to fight this war at much higher cost. Liz Cheney, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how Liz Cheney got in the office. Like, one Cheney should have been enough. Like, how is that even possible? Like, come to hell on America. Somebody put a comment. I'm going to show it. Tyler Durden. He said, it's cool to leave, but why leave helicopters, Bradleys, drones, and weapons? That shit's going to be used against young soldiers in the future. We messed up. Yes, that's true. That's true. Like, it looked like we just got out of Dodge as quick as possible. Like, that surprised the hell out of me. I'm like, why are all these weapons here? Like, I didn't get that at all. I'm like, why are all these weapons here? Why are all these weapons being not destroyed? I got a call on the Skype. Let me do the Skype. Tarif, what up, man?
Man, I'm glad you took my call. I'm going to say what I got to say in so many comments. I know I can't stay on that long because you're a busy man now. But, okay, first I'd like to say pray for Haiti.
Okay.
Haiti, need to find out what aid to give them, who to donate to. Don't donate to no Hillary Clinton Foundation or no Red Cross. To keep the money and live off the interest.
Right.
All right? So don't give to them. And something about Wajin Clef. I found this woman named by the name of two of them. Madame Bookman, she's a Haitian nationalist, and I also found this other person named Dr. Jamie Curry. She rose with Dr. James, Gerald Horn out of Houston. He's Afrocentric. She deal with Africa and things like that. And they pretty heady on different subjects, bro. You got to follow them. But anyway, okay, so shout out to the Cuban doctors. Guess what? They ain't Haiti saving lives. You're not hearing that on the news. The situation dealing with Afghanistan with the $1 trillion resources like it's going to be going towards the east now because Russia's been talking with the Taliban for months, and they now been pulling out the employees out of there. The Taliban giving resources saying that they're not going to mess with the Russian embassy, and I think the Chinese been working out deals with the Taliban as well. But what the thing is, they want the Taliban to treat the women and children right, and also to get rid of other terrorist groups so they can go into business deals with them. And that's why the Chinese and Russians are kind of nervous right now. The Taliban, believe it or not, have to kick out the other terrorist groups to get deals from China and Russia with economic deals to join the Belt Road Initiative, believe it or not. Okay, so my other comment is dealing with Paul, from New Orleans.
Okay, go ahead,
man. Dude, this week coming up, we got the vaccine. Excuse me. We got the medicine. I'm gonna say medicine passport now. It's coming out. Well, you only can go. You can't go dining into no ballrooms, restaurants, gyms, movie theaters.
Right.
This city survives tourism.
Yeah.
A lot of people are gonna start losing their jobs. First of all, the hours gonna be cut. Then they're gonna start losing their jobs, going on unemployment again. Unemployment just ran out last week. So now it's gonna be hard for people to maintain their jobs, to maintain the hours that they're getting, because we live in the South, and the South is majority conservative.
Yeah.
And these people are not going to patronize these businesses in New Orleans. If you got to show a passport to get in there, that ain't going to happen. My last comment is dealing with, remember Dr. Ivan Sertimon? No, the dude that wrote the book on they came before Columbus?
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. I was watching this program yesterday. I said, look at Dr. And he was talking about something, and by him trying to explain something to the crowd of people that he was talking to, he kind of let out something. He said they found 2 graves of these African people that was the top layer of the surface was dated to 1250 AD. Before Christopher Columbus, right? But what they went to go try to carbonate the bones of these 2 African people, right? Some substance would allow them to. It was like something seeped into their bones, right?
Mm-hmm.
So because he was part of the Ghanaian intelligence service and also the British intelligence service, he was sworn to secrecy. He can't tell what it is, but he gave a hint. He said back in the early 1960s, you had the U.S. and Cuba was beefing, right?
Okay.
The U.S. sent a message to Cuba. Okay. Well, these 2 bodies was found at the St. Thomas. Excuse me. No, I got that wrong. The Hall Bay St. Thomas in the Virgin Islands, right?
Yeah.
You know that's part of U.S. territory.
Okay.
Okay. A huge message was sent to the Cubans. He didn't say what it was sent, but what they used, but use imagination. Something that, damaged the bones so much that you can't carbonate it.
I got you. Hey, Tarif, man, I got to move on, man. I got to answer this other call, man.
Anytime, brother.
All right, man.
Yeah, fine.
I think so.
All right.
Shout out to Tarif. Tarif will talk you to death. But shout out to Tarif. I think that was Scud trying to call in, man. Scud, is that you, man? Call back. There you go.
Shout out to Tarif.
Yo, what's good? 952, what's going on?
Oh, hey, it's me.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, can you turn that down in the background?
Oh, sorry, my bad. Yeah. Hey, it's me, Mukhtar.
Hey, oh, what's up, Mukhtar?
Hey, yeah. So, like this Afghanistan stuff, it just shows you like how much like the people we think are like the elite who are they don't have control of anything. Mm-hmm. They're not in charge. They have no credibility, no legitimacy. They have no competence. And they basically just been failing.
They've been failing for 20 years, man.
Huh? We were there for 20 years, and we had nothing to show for it. And Biden said, well, Afghanistan is collapsing. Biden says, well, in a couple of days, Biden didn't even say it himself. He's some staffer said, oh, in 3 days, Biden will have something for us. Like,
I know that's crazy.
Collapsing right now.
Don't you expect him as president of the United States to come out and speak to the American public about a 20-year war that we just exited out, and it looks like it was a total disaster by our mission statement?
I saw a tweet on Twitter where it had like a picture of like a rooftop. A rooftop exit from the fall of Saigon.
Yeah.
And then a rooftop exit from the fall of Kabul, and they looked identical. Like there was no difference. They looked exactly the same. this is gonna be like a disaster. And what they're and Biden's people, like, it seems to me that Biden is like hiding under the covers somewhere.
I know.
When he wasn't president.
This is a bad look for his administration. This is doing bad numbers for him. I guarantee you.
This is a bad look. This is a bad look for the country because all our enemies are looking at this and they're like, America's done. We can get away with more than we thought. China's like, we can get Taiwan. They're not going to do anything.
Well, I'll say this. If you remember earlier this week, they said the greatest threat to America was domestic terrorism and people that are against these stupid 19 mandates. Maybe they're shifting the focus from quote unquote foreign terrorism to us. People that, were going to be fighting these passport mandates, these punch mandates. Maybe I think we're seeing a shift here. I don't know. I mean, but you're right. I think China is like saying, well, shoot, we can punk them too. Maybe it is. We got the woke army anymore. We're not the same. And it started with Obama. I hate to put it on the black man, but it started with Obama and his putting those woke generals in there. Hey, we are not the same. McCarthy isn't coming through that door. All these generals is not coming through that door anymore. We got a bunch of woke generals in there, woke soldiers. They put the pride flag up in the American embassy in Afghanistan. Come on, man. These people are not playing for that, man.
Yeah. Like, Trump put the fear of God in him because he was crazy. Like, no one knew what he was going to do. He was just like, let's not mess with Trump. He's like, he's out here, like, they didn't know what Trump was going to do. So I think they backed up. Even the Taliban was willing to work with Trump.
Yeah.
And then they realized there's no one in charge. America feels like there's a power vacuum. And whoever fills it first, I think will benefit. But right now, there's no one. America has the feeling of like no one is in charge right now. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that?
I mean,
I get the sense of that.
I get the sense that the corporations are in charge, man, and that that was probably the thing the whole time. But it seems like they're more in charge than ever. Hey, Mukhtar, I gotta answer this other call, man. Thanks for coming in, man.
All right,
peace. Yo.
Yo, my man.
Scud, what's good, man?
I kept trying to call back. I don't know what's going on with my phone, but I was like, I didn't know you put me on hold or whatever. But I'm just trying to get focused because I've been busy. I work over at the Department of Veteran Affairs.
Okay.
And this pissed me off more than anything that's happened in the last 7 months.
Does it?
This is going back to like when I was in Iraq, and the biggest thing with me off is the biggest thing that pisses me off is seeing another country, just like in Iraq, with that haphazard withdrawal
right
out of that country, is seeing people driving around on top of American equipment, carrying American equipment. When I saw that dude, I don't know if he's Al-Qaeda, I don't care who he is, they're driving around on top of Humvees and carrying M4s and M16s. When do you give aid and comfort to your own enemy? We're giving aid and comfort. We're giving them weapons. They're showing pictures of like these once dropped M16s and M4s. The Afghan army was garbage. We knew that. And this man sat up here, and not even a month ago, right, talked about how there's 300,000 Afghan soldiers, and in 72 hours, the whole country fell.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm disgusted. And even at that, I mean, the third term of Barry is not going well. Bill's sitting there in Camp David, still on vacation. This guy takes more vacation. He still thinks he's like a senator in Delaware.
Yeah.
Stays in Delaware. This is embarrassing. We look weak on the world stage. I heard one of your callers talking about like China, and I heard you talking about it. I'm not really worried about China. China is a paper tiger. China's never been good at fighting a war. They can't even get out of the China Sea. They can't even get over this part of the world. But they can influence Southeast Asia and all that part there, whatever. I'm just disgusted, man. I don't even know how to even go any further. I'm disgusted. Like you worry about giving people the punch and telling people they can't. Like they do that. Going on that topic, they try to, they ask you every month. I got to go get the swab because I'm not getting the punch. And people have the audacity to ask me, like, "Oh, you're not vaccinated?" I'm like, it's not your damn business.
Right.
It's not your damn business. Why are you asking me? We're in a bad situation, okay, and I know I try to be positive and everything, but while this is going on, we got 30 million, probably twice as many illegal aliens. They're not immigrants because they're not coming here to do seasonal work. They're illegal aliens coming to this country, and we're not even tagging them. They're not all coming from South America, Central America, and hopefully we don't have something bad happen like that's happened in the past happen in this country, because my man, he's going to go back in the basement.
Yo, let me ask you about the weapons thing real quick. Why do they not have time to destroy it? Or because I was thinking,
yeah, man. Listen, I was a corporal on the ground as a team leader in Iraq in 2010, and I had more tactical, strategic, situational awareness than these clowns that he's got up there. Your boy Austin just sat around and waited until all the real generals got retired or fired.
Right.
Like you're the head of the Department of Defense, and you don't know what's going on the ground, or you're ignoring it. You're like, come on, man. Like this, what just happened? What just happened in the last 72 hours? Like people, lieutenants get fired over. Lieutenants. Like, yeah, we ain't gonna see him no more. He's gonna be staff somewhere. He's done. This guy, these guys are like 72 hours. The whole place fell.
Yeah.
And all those people, and the same thing that happened. Like there was interpreters we had in Iraq. Thankfully, they got out. We got them out.
Mm-hmm.
I found out later through my people in my chain of command that they got out and they're home and they're here. But you got Afghan interpreters and everything and their families that you're basically yeah, good luck.
That's messed up, man. That's
you know what
messed
I mean?
up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Too bad, so sad. They're dead.
Yeah.
They're dead. They're done. One of the guys that was one of our interpreters when I was in Iraq, I had posted something one time on the gram, like a picture of me and him on July 4th in Iraq. And the man, he IM'd me. He's like, hey, Fred, can you take that down? Because if somebody sees that here, then I'll get killed.
Right.
So, we got tough times, brother. We got tough times, and I was really feeling positive that we could ride this out for 4 years. But I mean, anybody is licking their chops ready to do us harm.
Yeah.
Taliban talking about, you got to recognize us as a country, as a nation now, and and what do you do? What do you do when the?
I don't know, man. But hey, man, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
My man, I'll talk to you.
All right, man.
Peace and love.
All right, peace and love.
Hotep and Bill.
Hotep and Bill. Let me take this last Skype call, and I'm gonna go head over to Spaces. Harry's Murdy. Stay tuned.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
610. You're on the line. You're live. Uncle Hotep Factor.
Oh, awesome. Well, thanks for taking my call, Uncle. I just wanted to say, anybody that knows anybody that's been to Afghanistan, I'd say send them say hi to them tomorrow.
Okay.
Shoot a text message or a phone call or go see them, because they might have a rough day tomorrow. A lot of people got really emotionally invested in all that. And I was gonna say, I think it's interesting that Biden they just did a 2-day press lid on him being able when he's gonna make a statement. I guarantee you right now they're panicking. World leaders are probably calling him like, yo, what the fuck's going on?
Right.
And he's probably freaking out. And I guarantee you they're trying to do a pre-recorded message so he can do a real short one and they'll release it tomorrow. But everybody should pay attention to the news, because even though that they're all messing up right now, they're still the people in power, and this looks bad for the people in power. So everybody should pay attention to the news. Don't get deceived by any craziness that might happen over the next couple of days. But other than that, everybody have a good one. Peace out. And take care of yourself.
All right, man. Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, that was I was expecting a goddamn. I was expecting a different call, but that was a good call. Who was? I'm gonna go to Harry. Yeah, let me request. Let me go to Harry. Harry, what's good? You're Uncle Hotep Factor. You there, Harry? Harry, wake up. You sleep. Uh-oh. It looked like the connection was lost. Reconnecting. Oh, come on. Is my spaces weirding out, man? Anyway, let me get to these. Hillway, thanks for becoming a new Griff member, Griff General. Thank you, appreciate it. P Dog Knight, hey, did you see they got a shout out from ABL? Yeah, I seen that. Appreciate it, man. Thanks for letting me know. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me. Hey, Murdy. Oh, no. Come on. Even my spaces is not working. Looks like connection was lost. Reconnecting. I'm going to see what's happening with my spaces. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, I seen that. Thank you, P Dog Knight. Hillway, remember how the Dems were freaking out that Trump wanted to leave Afghan quickly, and now Biden does it with no major controversies? Typical. I don't know. It wasn't a major controversy. Well, the way it's turning out, this is looking worse than anything Trump has ever done, you know. But once again, you know, I mean, there's probably, and I've seen Cernovich post this, there was no clean way to get out of Afghanistan, you know. It was never going to look good. But this looks just outrageous, man. This looks absolutely outrageous. You know what I mean? So I don't know.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, Murdy, what's up? Murdy, welcome to Uncle Hotep Factor.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. I was just listening to y'all chat it up.
Okay.
Wild day, right?
Yeah.
Man, wild day. I mean, I grew up in a Muslim country.
Okay.
Like, I grew up in Turkey. Of course,
Okay.
It's not as bad as Afghanistan or any of these other nations. I mean, first of all, like, there is that, what do you call it, that radicalist, that extremism that you can't wipe that out with, like, a battle.
Right.
They're just gonna, because then they always have a cause, like, oh, look, they bombed us. So they always, you know, so I just think that, like, this is not just Biden or Bush or Trump. This is like 50 years of mismanagement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just a lead up to it. And then, like, let's say, like, we leave so suddenly, and then boom. So, I mean, like, all of our involvement, for the region itself was already fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
But our involvement has made nothing better.
Right.
So, it's like lose-lose situation. You know, it's kind of sad because who gets hurt are the little kids, and, you know, that people who suffer are always the poor people. You know how it goes. Fucked up. Where Biden at, though? Hiding?
That's unbelievable. He's hiding. He's unbelievable. You know, I can't even believe he's not had spoken. There's not a 9 p.m. address or anything like that. This guy is going, oh, he'll speak to us in a couple of days. I can't even believe that's happening, you know.
Worried about the mask, man.
Yeah, worried about the mask and these punches. Let me ask you this question. That since you come from that part of the world, do you think the Taliban has a chance to, like, do right by, you know, to the people of Afghanistan? Do you think they can, like, you know, with some modifications, correctly run the country?
Man, that's like I give it a 1% chance.
Okay.
That's all subjective too.
Okay.
Like, me and you, or most people in this chat, we asked them that question because of how we want to live with the freedom and we want to say what we want to say. We want to, drink what we want to drink. You want to smoke what we want to smoke. You want your woman to be free. By our standards, no. But many country standards in the Middle East, they might be okay with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, are they better than ISIS? Probably, but that's not saying much. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
So it's a mess. The world's a mess. I mean, to be honest, I'm one of the lucky ones. Me and you, we most of the, we live a comfortable life for the most part.
Right.
And 40, 50 years will pass, and then, mostly comfortably. So, it's like, but at the same time, I always thought of this because there's Judaism, Islam, and Christianity, right? 3 religions. And so if you read, study history, they all got some crazy shit in the beginning.
Yeah.
So Islam compared to Christianity and Judaism is a much younger religion. So Catholicism, if you study their history, that's the Catholic Church. I mean, they destroy Europe for a long time.
Right.
Dark Ages, that's why it's called Dark Ages. They control Europe. They executed mad people. So my only hope is that the Islam can kind of somehow evolve into their own enlightenment. So it can always be around, but it doesn't have to be extreme. But however, though, Islam does have that little thing to it where it's like just a little more, they're just a little more angry. You know what I'm saying? It's just
right.
and it's more like black or white compared to Christianity, in my opinion. So, I mean, I grew up in mosque and shit. I got kicked out of a mosque just for asking questions.
Okay.
So, it's a sad world, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I was when I was in the Air Force, I was in Saudi Arabia for 3 months, and I got to see how the people live. To be honest, I was impressed, by a lot of this stuff.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't believe at prayer time that most people was just like the majority of people was at prayer. You know what I mean? Like, and if you come to America and you have Sundays and you can barely get these people to go to church on Sundays. But
it's like the old world and the new world is completely different.
Yeah.
It really is different. When you're in the old world, religion is still so important. Where here, it's kind of getting phased out for the most part.
Yeah,
it
definitely is. Hey, but thanks. I gotta get these other people on Spaces.
Man, appreciate you, man.
I appreciate it. All right, man.
Much love.
All right, Hotep and Bill. Harry, I'm gonna try you one more time, Harry. Then Surhab. I got you after Harry. I'm gonna try Harry again. Harry, what's good with you, man?
Yeah, what up? It's Big Poppy.
No, what's good? What's good, Big Poppy?
Yeah, what up, man? I just want to call in. I was at the Freedom Rally this past Monday at City Hall. Apparently, there's another one tomorrow.
Okay.
They're gonna be there every Monday at New York City Hall, protesting these dumb mandates.
Keep going strong, man. Keep going strong. I seen you out there. I seen the pictures out there, man. But yeah, make sure you post some of the stuff so people can share it, so we can get the word out. It looks like mainstream media is not going to talk about any of this stuff.
Yeah, it looks like they're not.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's funny because in relation to my job, there are people that they don't agree with this forcing the jab on Fauci's jab, which is a safer word to use. Yeah, and they're not with it. The employees aren't with it, but the unions is like, yeah, let's go do it. Let's go do it. Let's do that. And I'm trying to find a way. Who could I speak to? I want to maybe start a petition for people in my union that aren't cool with this testing thing every week. But then there are a few guys that are like, yeah, I don't mind getting tested every week. I'm like, yo, that's still annoying.
Right.
And the fact that these tests are not, they're not legit, makes you stay home for 2 weeks and get paid and be like, okay, I don't mind. I don't mind that. I'm like, man, that's to me is kind of like the masculinity going away in somebody. Apparently, if the thing comes out positive and yeah, you're gonna stay home for 2 weeks, doesn't it feel like emasculating that they say you're sick, but yet you're gonna be 2 weeks feeling okay?
Right, and you might not even feel sick. You know what I mean? You could be absolutely fine. You could work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's feels like new. Like it feels like the union's new to you. Like all the like incentives and like, oh, we'll cover you for this and all that.
That's crazy. One question I wanted to ask about. Do you think the unions are just why is it the unions like taking like, well, okay, we'll do this, can y'all give us something, in return? It seems like all these unions are just going along with it, like, hey, like, yeah, you can do this, you can do just like the NFL union. And like the players didn't get anything out of all this new testing and stuff like that.
I mean, I guess it goes for where they're political leaning.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with their political leaning because there's my union. They're going with the Democrat mayor candidate Eric Adams, and I know some people don't even care about voting or oh, he's black, let's vote for him. I'm like, yo, come on now.
Yeah.
Because today I saw there was also a rally today at the mayor's house at Gracie Mansion, where there's a mayor supposed to live while there's a mayor.
Uh-huh.
And I think I saw Scott Pressler was there too.
Okay.
Registering people, switching people to vote. And this guy, I think I put you on Elad on Twitter and on Instagram. He interviews people in the middle of the streets.
Okay. I'm definitely gonna check that out. But hey, let me get to the other people, man. I appreciate Big Papi, man.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah, and let me know about if you go to the next one. Let me know. I might try to make one of these, man, if they keep going.
All right, because I wanted to go to one that's gonna be like for representing like union members that don't agree with this, but I'm scheduled to work that day.
Okay.
So I'll see. I'll go to wherever ones I could. I'll try my best.
Okay. All right, man.
All right. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.
Hotep and Bill, Big Papi. Sorhab, I got you next. Hillway, remember how devs were freaking out? Okay, I read that one. El Diablo Loco Poco, thanks for a donation. Zal bin Bao bin Baydin just figured out how to run the guns to the Taliban right out in the open. What could go wrong? Better than U.S. citizens having. Cameron Erlin, $20 donation. Thank you, Cameron. Hey, Trump is a lock in 2024, and the Dems already played the big joker, voter fraud. Either Biden getting, come on, please, or false flags are going to be coming like welfare checks. Next few years is going to be lit. I don't know if it's going to be lit, but this is a real black eye on America. Like Biden's looking kind of weak here, and if he continues to look weak, you gotta understand, like just with that Obama, was looking weak at the end, and they, the public wanted a strong man. This might, if he continues to look weak, a strong man after him will be appeal to the public psyche, and Cameron Erlin might be right. He might be right. A DeSantis or a Trump in 2024 could be a lock if this is what we're getting for the Biden Kamala Harris administration. If this is what we're getting, man, the mainstream media can't cover this up enough. Kamar Daniels, donations. Big Papi, look up Real No Trey on IG. Fossey Juice victims. Real No Trey on IG. Everybody follow Real No Trey on IG. RealNotrare. Real Not Rare. Sorry. Real Not Rare. RealNotrare on Instagram. Tells you about the juice victims. CJ Man 2112. You invest in any Taliban stock? Maybe Afghanistan time. Share, my friend. Will this whole misunderstanding increase the gas price again? I am not invested in any Taliban stock, man. If you know of any, please hit my DMs. Khalid Cooper, $19.99 donation. I greatly appreciate it. Let me go to Sarab. Yo, you're live on Uncle Hotep Factor.
Hey.
What's good, man?
What's good?
Not much. What's going on? What's on your mind today?
Well, I heard you speaking with some guys about Afghanistan earlier, and you wanted somebody that's from around there.
Okay.
So I'm from Afghanistan, basically.
Okay.
But I live in Canada.
Oh, you live in Canada. Okay.
Yeah. It's a sad state right now. Very sad, like what happened. It's a shock for all of us. We couldn't believe that the country would fall this quick. This quick. Talking about conspiracy, like a lot of people over here might not even hear about these kind of conspiracies. We hear over there. My cousins are in the army.
Okay.
These people were literally a week ago. 600 new students were graduated from the college, from their army college. So they joined. They had fresh students. They joined. A group of students were gonna graduate this week. So they had all the stuff. Earlier, this guy was saying that how he gets mad when he sees these Taliban running these Humvees or using the M4. Imagine how pissed do we get that we had to hand over all these. Like, believe it or not, most of these places that they've fallen, they were just handed over to. My cousins, they were in Kandahar, they were in Herat, they were like called by the National Defense of Afghanistan to just leave, don't fight. We had to just flee because we were given orders not to fight.
Oh, really?
Like, all these guys, that's their job. Imagine you go to college for 2-3 years, become a soldier, and then go fight. But then all of a sudden you're ordered not to fight. Like, it's not a joke. These guys don't even have a helmet. You've seen the pictures, you've seen the videos, right?
Yeah.
These guys don't even have a bulletproof vest or helmet or none of this. They don't even have proper boots. They're running around with sandals. Like, how couldn't, like, the army could actually stand against them, but they were told, I don't know who the hell was given the order to the Afghanistan, I don't know, these guys, the National Defense or whomever, who was giving them the order not to fight. But our people, like all these guys that were captured, they died at the scene. All these, my cousin lost his foot, now he's in hiding. Just because he knows when they come in Kabul tomorrow, the day after, they're gonna capture all these guys and they kill them. Just because they were with the NDS. That's it. So we get pissed as well, but we don't know why, how quick. Like, Taliban, apparently in 2020, based on all the stuff that I'm reading online, they raised anywhere from $300 million to $1.5 billion. That's in 2020. I don't think they were raising that kind of money from 2001 to 2010. Even if they did, overall in 20 years, they did what, $45 billion against $2 trillion, and they come in this quick. Now my wife and her family is stuck back there. They're stuck over there.
Oh, really?
Every single day, yeah. They're over there. They're in hiding, and my wife teaches English to kids. So these people are a pure target for them.
Man, I feel for you, man. You know, now let me ask you this. Now, what would you think is the, like, you know, the public opinion of the people of Afghanistan? Do you think they just don't want to fight, or they don't mind the Taliban, or what is the reason? I understand you saying they got the order not to fight, but what about the general public? What does the general public feel about the Taliban?
Well, the general public, what happened was about 2 weeks ago, all these cities a week ago, 2 weeks ago, the country wasn't falling. They were coming in, but they were fighting. So news went around on Twitter, on Facebook, on TV channels, for everyone that's against Taliban, just get out of your houses and shout Allahu Akbar. Just to tell people, are you against them or with them?
Right.
People realized quickly that everybody was against them.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even those people that shouted, their videos are out there, their Twitter feeds are out there, all of those people are scared death right now. Like, right now it's just about like 7 a.m. or 6 a.m. in Afghanistan. The day is going to start, and that's when they're going to realize what they're going to do with all these people.
Hey, man, that's great. Hey, man, thanks for
giving more information to people. Even us, as people who've been following this every second, all I've been following is just Afghanistan, every second of the day. For the past 2 weeks, we barely get to sleep, we barely get to eat. Just because, from what we see, it was a shock for the country to fall this quick, for the capital to fall this quick, for power to be handed over this quick. We were in shock ourselves. And one more thing I would just add, like let's say, even if we lived in a village and somebody attacked our village, we find these terrorists or whatever, once you get rid of them, you're not going to just stop there and wait for it to come in. You're just going to follow them and chase them down, finish them up. Well, they know, if you ever look up the city called Waziristan, look up Waziristan. It's the city on the border of Afghanistan and Kandahar. It's in Pakistan. The city is in Pakistan. That's where they all live. That's where they all ran away. Just like, you know how Nazis, when they were done, they ran away to South America? Such a far distance. Like, for most people, you know, it's hard to go get them or whatnot. But these guys, they just ran across the border. And they lived there for 2 years with nobody checking them. Nobody asked them, okay, but if you pass by there and you had your face shaved from that city, it's so strict, you get stopped right there if your face is shaved in that city.
Hey, thanks for coming through, man. Thanks for giving us the knowledge, man. I greatly appreciate it. I got to move on. There's other people's on.
Thanks so much for giving me that time.
Oh, no problem. Hey, we're getting. Thanks for everybody coming through. We're getting live stuff, man. We got people from Afghanistan calling in, man. Like, what's good? I'm gonna hit up Hotep Jesus, get him out the way. Let me see what Hotep Jesus got to say. My partner on our podcast, the greatest podcast on earth. Hotep's been told you. Hotep Jesus, what's good with you, man?
Yo, what's up, yo? I see you got Messiah calling in and shit. Listen, let me tell you what's going on, man. All this shit is a TV show.
Okay.
And world events are, as you know, a part of the Pinocchio story.
Yeah.
So the master, Geopolitics, has lined up for us. First of all, he's taken the black folks and put us in the back of the bus. He's ready to take away our rights and inject us with whatever he wants. Okay?
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter has become like an afterthought.
Right.
Okay? So what's next in the show? Because life is nothing but a bunch of reruns. So what's next up? Oh, damn, we haven't had a terrorist attack. Hey, y'all, let's get one of those popping again. Seeing them pulling up, they taking over Capitol buildings. You heard, dude, he said, who gave the government stand-down orders? I know who.
Yeah, that looks like that was worked out, man. If what he just told or said was true, then that means like somebody from our side said, "Yo, man, just tell them to stand down, and we're gonna let them." The decision was made to let Taliban take over.
You let a bunch of niggas with sandals take over. They would have lasted 5 minutes in America. Oh man. But that's what it is, man. That's where we are. We in this episode. I don't know what the next episode is. They got so many different reruns in the closet, so I don't know what they're gonna pull out next. But this shit right here is really entertaining. These Taliban niggas, yo, they was on CNN with an interview, dog.
Right.
They was on CNN posted up with the reporter right there. Like, hold up, wait a second. CNN is giving an interview to terrorists? How does anybody even believe this stuff? It's just like so beyond me. It's so beyond me.
I don't know, man. I just retweeted. You have what's the name of this music group out?
Yo, they was going in on them, yo. Listen. I don't know what's going on. Biden ain't said nothing. Biden's asleep. That's what he did. We said when Biden was gonna get elected that was gonna be a vacant position, and that's the perfect thing they want. That's why they didn't want Kamala there. Have you heard anything from Kamala? No. They told her, look, sit your ass down somewhere. We got this.
Right.
You know, none of these people on none of this stuff. Who's the press secretary now? The Russian communist chick?
Blinken? Who you talking about?
Saki.
Okay.
Yeah, Saki gonna talk about it Monday. I mean, it's a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna hear nothing from Biden. Somebody gonna write a little statement, an intern. Patriot J might write the statement and shit. His drifting ass. Put that shit out. You know what I mean? And then that's that. But all this shit is a show, man. And if you treat it as anything other than such, they're gonna keep pressing the brake. You gotta make fun of these jokers, man, because this shit is funny. This shit is great entertainment. The same people that make Hollywood, make the news, and now you pop up with the Taliban. Like, nah, hold up, yo. That nigga look like Nipsey Hussle. You get these niggas from Compton. Like, come on, yo. Like, all these niggas, you don't know who is who. Next thing you know, if we started pulling up profiles on them, all of them been to D.C. before.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just sit back and watch, but that's where it's at right now. It's the rerun. You know, now this generation gets to experience Islamic terrorism.
Hey, man. Thanks for coming through, man. I'm gonna get to these other jokers, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Hotep been built. That's Hotep Jesus, ladies and gentlemen. Please listen to our podcast. So go subscribe to his YouTube channel. It's where we stream Hotep's Been Told You every Thursday at 8. 6-7. Uh-oh. Eagles fan. Oh, no. Yo. You live Uncle Hotep Factor. You there? 6-7. Sneaker flavor. Oh, Lord. Big Poppy says HJ won't talk like this on this channel. Thanks for donation. Damn. Let me see somebody else is on here. Yeah, he's looking like he's in trouble connecting. Daywood Khan Aksagi. What's good with you, man? You there?
Hi guys. Hello everyone.
Hey.
This is Dawood Khan Chekzai from Afghanistan.
You're in the streets. You're in the muck. What's going on over there, man?
Well, no, my family is there.
Okay.
My 85-member family in Kandahar in Kabul. I am in Turkey now.
Oh, okay.
I'm studying here.
Oh, you're studying in Turkey. Can you first off, how you doing? How's your family doing?
Well, how can I express that not only my family, all the country is stuck in a situation that we were looking for these days, that we had imagined and we were ready for these days from a long time, that we were facing 20 years fight, and before this 20 years civil war. So this is a proxy war, and we knew that one day it was going to be happen. But unfortunately, due to the raw international politics, we didn't expect that this will happen in this way. So, we appreciate all Americans, all people being involved in the my English is weak if I go here and there, so sorry for that.
Oh, no problem, man.
They did their best with us, all the international organizations, but the last agreement in Doha with the Taliban, which we have to pay, and the geographical effect of Afghanistan doesn't only humiliate us, it is about politics of Joe Biden, America, China was involved here, Russia, all the forces. So as an Afghan, I can barely and next frankly say that not only our government, I cannot say that they surrendered. they just choose a choice not to start civilian war, not to sacrifice millions of people, thousands of people to be killed in the streets of Afghanistan, of Kabul. That's why they just choose a choice. But before it in Doha, these were signed with Taliban, and it happened. As an Afghan, I can say just that. Because it was not, how can I say, it was not only coup d'etat of Taliban. They had prepared. They come, and our president was a political asylum for it. He chose this way, not to kill our civilians, you know.
Yeah.
As these terrorist groups, not only Taliban, there are many groups. They were not as before, just to be tribal people. They were professionally prepared from many parts of the world. Many people had joined this, and I am sure that all organizations of the world know about it. And instead of that, they sign an agreement which we are paying now for that.
Yeah, I mean, I feel sorry. You know, it's like the common people are getting caught up in, you know, in like big politics. You know, what do you think the future holds? You know, because it seems like it's imminent that the Taliban are going to be in control. You know, do you think they'll be able to, you know, not be so crazy as they were before?
There are some changes, but the ideology is important to know where they have been created, the Taliban, this group. This is not only regarding to Islamic laws. They have not been come through those knowledge or those ideology. Just name is like Taliban. Like we in 20 years we have developed this country by set up our farms. We have sacrificed every kind of things. We have grown their doctors, engineers, the goats. It was completely a different Afghanistan. And now, as I see in my city, Kandahar, I belong to Kandahar, the border with Pakistan. So there are some widow women. They have no even a small person in their family, and they want to go to their jobs, government staff job, to continue that and to have money for that. They have neglected that after this, you are not allowed to come. You don't need. You have to be at home. So it means the ideology will be the same because it is a global war. Even the Jaish in Gaza of Palestine, they were celebrating the other groups in other countries. You know, a terrorist has never a nation. It has no region. How can I say? They don't belong to a specific region or a specific religion. From every part of the world, how they are made, they will be fed, and this will be a point of contention, you know, and it will rise for all the globe. It is a war. Mm-hmm. You know, America spent there economically what kind of relations they have with China, with Russia, and these all things we will pay for that. And from one point of view, we were sacrificing since many we were given people die from a long time. And we were looking for this day, we were ready, and it happens today. So one thing which is in benefit of Afghanistan, not ideologically, a region fact that I can say, war between Taliban and government is finished. If they still continue the same ideology, they will absolutely face the people. Just by one Allahu Akbar, they escape all Taliban from Herat city. It will again happen like this for Afghanistan. I don't think they will case the Taliban like coming from Pakistan,
Okay.
Pakistan has a very special role in this group.
Okay. Hey, thanks for coming on. Thanks for giving us the knowledge about what's going on in Afghanistan. I got to move on, but I appreciate you coming through, man. Thanks for your knowledge, man.
Thank you to you people also. I appreciate it and giving time to me.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Peace out, man.
Yeah, I'm here. Thank you.
Wow, we're getting an international flavor. It is what it is. I'm gonna take one more, and I gotta get out of here. What's his name has been Lasad. Let me see what Lasad's talking about. Lasad. Hey, what's going on, man?
Hey, I just wanted to say one of my favorite books is it's called Taliban by Ahmed Rashid.
Okay.
And it's one of the best books on the subject, in my opinion. I'm not from the region or anything, but my understanding is that the natural order of things in Afghanistan are either this or monarchy, and anything else is, perverted Western astroturfing.
Okay.
So I'm not even saying it's a pro-Taliban thing or anything, but what I gather is that the choices are bad choices. It's either you go with this or you go with warlords, which under the U.S. did the same thing as they did under pre-U.S., which is rape boys and fight over them. And it's really sad, but that's pretty much the options they have. And the other thing I wanted to say is that what this book helped me understand is that these people aren't radical when it comes to foreign relations. For example, we like to say that they weren't giving us UBL. They offered him several times to the United States in exchange for sovereignty, and every time it was rejected. And it wasn't. This is actually pretty funny. The time that the U.S. started to turn heavily against it was actually led by Jay Leno's wife, who started attacking the Taliban because of women's rights issues.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a very complicated situation since the monarchy ended. It's not really a paradise there either way, unless you, I guess, bring the king back. But the lineage is kind of done.
Hey, what was the name of that author you said?
His name's Ahmed Rashid. It's a very good book.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen that one. Ahmed Rashid.
Yeah. Ahmed Rashid. The whole name is Taliban, Militant Islam, Oil, and Fundamentalism in Central Asia.
Okay, hold on. It looks like he has a couple
doesn't write
books.
from a pro-Taliban perspective. He tries to be very neutral. He's obviously pro, neoliberal Western democracy. But what he does say is, he says, look, for example, when the Taliban were in power in the 90s, they tried to make a deal with an Argentinian oil company several times to establish a pipeline through the region. They're not just gonna, go back to the Stone Age. They want to also lift the economy up that way, even if it's self-interested. They don't want to just destroy the country, much like what America was doing since 2002. It's you're stuck here between two bad choices, but one of them at least seems to have, some skin in the game.
Yeah, I got the author up on the board. Yeah, I might have to try to find a good audiobook on Afghanistan, since I really don't have a great knowledge of what goes on around there. But I might have to do some homework. But thanks for suggesting this book, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. You'll really enjoy it. You're reading it and you're turning the page and you're like, wow, this is crazy. This gets crazier and crazier. And that's why I think that with the China factor, which wasn't there before, there's actually a possibility of a lot of good things happening. Because, for example, a lot of people don't know this, but in Pakistan, China was the first country to ever bring peace to the tribal regions, because they were bringing in infrastructure. Mm-hmm. So they actually sent in conflict mediators and kept the peace there, and they've kept it for a while. So you see that and you're like, oh, well, if China's stepping in and actually trying to get some money out of this, that's actual skin in the game. That's actually, we're trying to preserve it. We're trying to grow it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, hey, thanks for coming through, man. I greatly appreciate it, man. I'm about to head out of here. I got some other stuff I have to do tonight before I head in. But thanks Thanks for coming through, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, love the show.
All right, thanks, man. I'm gonna give him a follow. Yeah, sorry, everybody else on the spaces. I'm about to head out. Thanks to everybody that came through on Big Poppy H. I already read that one. Thanks to everybody that came through on YouTube. Thanks to everybody that came through on Spaces. It looks like I had over like 150 people over here one time, but I greatly appreciate it. Man, it was interesting. I learned a lot tonight, and that's one thing I like about Spaces. You get to learn, talk to other people, get to learn, and at times like this, you get to learn stuff. This show isn't just about me, giving my talking points. Sometimes it's about me learning from you, and that's the one thing I like about. Sorry. That's one thing I like about social media, and I like about the show. I get to converse and I get to learn. I liked, I want to grow my mind as well. So sometimes you learn from me, sometimes I learn from you, and that's how it goes. And tonight was one of the nights I learned a lot from the people I'm talking to all the listeners. But anyway, Hotep's been told you Thursday night at 8. Next week, Hotep Con. So be there, be square. We're going to have a live show not this Saturday, but the next Saturday. So, I don't know. Check us out. And I'll talk to y'all next Sunday. All right. Peace.